Well, hi. Welcome back, guys. This is Calendar Storm. We're getting ready to do some stuff. And now today we're once again on the solo world. My lovely forever world. Progress has been made, so let's get right to it. First, we got to put all of our gear back on. And it be, all shiny with the emerald trim. Let's do this. First of all, in here, okay? Now, back in here, Vault and Farms, we've got 2 farms running so far. As the signs say, this one is producing sugarcane and doing a fantastic job, by the way. This one is producing bamboo. Also doing a very fantastic job. I've emptied this chest at least 4 times. Not complete empty, but one time it was actually full. Back here is where we're going to start digging for the vault. Not so worried about the vault just yet. I'm trying to get better tools because honestly, I'm a little tired of iron breaking on me. Workroom. Now, a lot of this work has been done on streams. We're about 4 streams since the last video. So if you're missing and you're wondering, going, hey, where do we get to see all this fancy stuff? Well, a lot of it's getting done on stream. I'm not going to lie. You're welcome to come check it out. Now, I did dig back in here. We got the hallway set up. And in the middle, we've got some shroom lights. Now, I love this. I mean, we got dark oak covered up stone there. We got some deep slate, some tough. We did a little bit of a wood pattern. You notice I did the same wood pattern there that I did there. And I'm going to do it again here for the map room. I finally found a way that I can do a time lapse. So the next video will include a time lapse. I need to test it, make sure it's going to work right. But the next video will, I promise you guys, it will. So back here, we're going to put a couple of smelters. This is basically what it says. It's a workroom. I'm going to decorate it out. I'm probably going to run it. Get some lava and we'll run it in channels here and there just to make it look fancier. We'll get our crafting tables, our stone cutter, all that stuff. That's basically all it's going to be in here. I'm not doing any kind of storage other than I may have some chests in place. Oh, I don't know. Maybe some singular chests in the middle to hold materials. And we'll just do a couple of quick and dirty auto smelters. But that's not today's goal. Today, after we get done showing you the things that we've done. So here's the map, right? This is what it looked like when I made the map. You can see the farm down there. We had some trees growing. We had this lovely slope of grass. We had our nether portal stairs that we built. And there. Well, guess what? If I take this down, it changes. Just like that. So now, where that used to be, we have an iron farm. And you're like, but Cal, that's way too small. And actually, it's not. And it works very well. But you're also like, Cal, I don't see a zombie. How does this thing work? Here's the deal. So, Frillieth, which I will post the link down below if you want to see his... He does a whole tutorial on how to build this. It's just a tiny little thing. You notice these are bottom slabs, by the way. He uses carpeting. I use bottom slabs. Same deal. Because you do have to go out 8 blocks to spawn prevent. Let me explain this. Okay, so he built his in 21.5. This is in 21.6. The difference is Minecraft broke something in 21.6 that works with hitboxes. These guys cannot get out of sight of the zombie to sleep. So after it runs for a couple days, it breaks. So something I did, and I will use my little free cam here to show you this. See, there's our zombie. Okay. I have built a kill switch, an emergency shutdown switch, if you will. And all it does is when I flip that lever up, it drops that zombie down so it's out of sight so the villagers can take a break. And then when I'm ready to run it again, we just give it a flip. He pops back up. They start running scared, and we get iron golems. They spawn up there. And the lovely cauldron full of lava kills them. And we get iron. Now, here's the fun thing. So, it's just a simple collection system back here. We got 3 hoppers feeding these. I learned something new, guys. I didn't know this. Just because they're both pointed doesn't mean anything. Because it still goes down to the bottom one first. And you're like, but Cal, that's really not a lot of iron. And, well, here's the deal. I've been pulling stacks of it to sell. Just like this. Yes, I want it to build up, but I've been pulling stacks of it to sell. There goes another one. But yeah, I had to do it. I had to put a kill switch in. I recommended it to Frill. He said, well, that's a bit unnecessary, but I couldn't find another way to fix it. I went back over his video multiple times and realized I didn't make a boo-boo. I promise you, I did not make a boo-boo. I finally messaged him back and I said, hey, I've gone over your video multiple times. The only difference I can see is you built it in 21.5. I'm playing in 21.6. And he goes, oh, good catch. I'll check it out. I haven't heard back yet. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that with the 21.7 bug fix, that includes the hitbox fix, and that we will get a fix for this in the next update. Also, by the way, now I know a little bit of squirrel thing. I did some landscaping. This has all been leveled out for building the house. Yes, the mining entrance is still right over here. We do have a little mining entrance. And then I built a retaining wall, deep slate, pale oak logs, and some copper. This is all going to turn. It's all going to match the color scheme. Will end up being the fully oxidized version, and we'll be good to go. Now, and I started construction right here. Now, I may be changing these materials. I'm thinking I probably will do some. Not the logs, though. Those are the pale oak strip logs, by the way, if you've not ever seen that. That is what they look like. But I'm building a kind of a factory. We're going to bring it up and encase the iron farm so that it's out of sight. And I'm going to bring the facade over here. This will be the time lapse I do for the next video, by the way. So please come back and watch that. I'm going to do a whole time lapse where I'm going to build a whole factory looking facade that will cover that and the entrance to storage, the farms, and the whole deal. And then on the inside, I don't know. We're going to make it look like some kind of a factory, but maybe not quite what you're thinking. Not, I'm not going to do a whole big building and everything. No, I'm not going to do all that. But I was thinking more along the lines of, we're going to come back in here and we're going to set up a whole system and go down. And below all of this, and there's a reason I want to go below. Below all of this, we'll start setting up areas for storage and putting all the things together. The reason I want to go below is sugarcane. I want to divide up the storage a little bit. Can't see there. Because right now it's all getting caught in this chest. I want to divide it up so I get one that's sugarcane and another one splitting off and making paper for me. And we'll use the crafter for that. And over here I want bamboo, but I also want bamboo blocks. So again, we're going to try to split the storage on that a little bit. This farm is so simple. I mean, in the middle, it's kind of dark. Hold on. Boop. Hey. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off shaders. Ha ha. There we go. So in the middle, we've just got observers running down with a whole line of redstone in the middle. Directly below those are pistons. So basically, anytime one of these grows up past and hits the observer, the piston knocks off the top two layers. And that lovely moving cart, which never stops, it's tirelessly doing its job, swings by and picks it up. We do have the boo-boo of every now and then this happens where it gets hung up. That's okay. I don't mind a little bit of loss. That's not too bad. Sugarcane is exactly the same. It is an identical build all the way around. And yes, that is mud, so that... Now, the funny thing is sugarcane doesn't get stuck on top of sugarcane. The bamboo will do it. I guess it's because you can walk on the bamboo where you can't walk on the sugarcane. Now, I was doing a little bit of a check, and I wanted to know what was going to be down here, in case I wanted to go down. Discovered there is a huge cave down there. So, I don't know, that might be a future plan. But that's what we're looking at. But at the moment, I dropped off a lot of bit of stuff, and I forgot to drop off one thing. Hold on. So, yeah, chest monster's growing a little bit. As you can see, I've started collecting some diamond gear with a diamond axe. Not quite ready to don it just yet. I need to finish the gear. So what we're going to do right now, I thought I had more. Oh, I just did cook 2 stacks. Hold on. And I'm running low on coal, so I'm not trying to do that too much. But I've got a villager that buys stone. And yes, I've been doing villagers, but I've not been doing it here. I'm going to do a little quick thing before we go. I decided, if I bring up the map, to come over here, and I got to get rid of that. That's from a stream. And in this village right here, I built a trading hall, and I have been collecting villagers. And I've been putting it over there because I really didn't want it in here. And I didn't want to try to move villagers all the way over here, even though I did end up having to bring in 3, get this up and running. Guys, I'm going to head across the ocean So I'm going to put you guys on administrative leave for now. Yep, see, there they go. It must be raining because they laid down. Do we have, hold on, let me check my sounds here. Options. No, weather's turned up. Master volume, let's crank that up a little bit, shall we? Because you guys aren't hearing it because my volume's so low. Well, we can fix that, can't we? Ha ha. Let's just crank it all the way up. There we go. Now you guys will hear everything. Sorry, I turn it down when it's just me, so I forget about it. Oh yeah, so gamma override was on. That was allowing you guys to see things. It's turning night. I just thought maybe it was boop. There we go. Take a nap. We'll head across to the village trading hall and show you guys what's going on over there. Now, one thing you may have noticed with these videos is I don't do a lot of cuts. Sometimes I will, especially if I'm doing a time lapse or an exploratory where I will just I'll cut out sections that are just kind of boring. But most of the time, I just kind of run these unedited. Now, when I say I wanted to do something really fast, just real quick, I keep trying to, not right there. Where is it? There's a spot. Here it is. I keep trying to have a boo-boo, and I really don't want to have a boo-boo. So we're just going to do a little bit of temporary landscaping really fast before, the next thing you know is Cal has died. Now, this is not a hardcore world, so, it's, if I die, I die, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to, I'd like to live as long as I can. Now, the other part of this, and I've got a whole bunch of iron shovels made for this, is, okay, that didn't take near as much as I thought it would. I started landscaping right here. And this will be another time lapse. Probably not the next video. The next one, I promise you, will be the factory. And we'll get that set up. But I'm going to do a time lapse landscaping because we are going to bring this at the bottom level there. We're going to bring it right through kind of a diagonal line out here. And because we're going to build a whole seaside front. I like the beach. I think we'll do it over here to the side. And we'll just have fun with it. Yeah, we're going to do a thing. All right, now I have a boat. So this track, allow me to explain this track. All right, so I set up the farm, right? I built it. I got it going. The villagers were in place. And yeah, it was a thing. And, oh, guys, I got to tell you, I was so mad at myself. I didn't think about it. It turning night. I'd accidentally left the dirt track that ran the villagers into the farm set up in place. And I came out from mining, and it was night. So I'm like, oh, yeah, let me go sleep. I slept. All the zombies died and whatnot. I came around to check on my villagers, and all I saw was zombie meat, zombie meat, zombie meat. I'm like, oh, no. So this track is me replacing my 3 villagers because originally I pulled them from this village, but I got the only 3 there were. At least the only 3 I could find. And I brought them across, and I just brought them across. I built because this is a pie, I just built a straight bridge all the way across. I just ran them over and dumped them in there. Well, because I couldn't find any more in that village, I had to go all the way over here. I did this on stream. I'm sure they had so much enjoyment from it. And this village right here I took 3 villagers. I did 2 at a time and then on stream, and then I went back and did 1 more off stream because it took 3 hours to do this. I am not joking. It took me 3 hours to take villagers from here and push them bit by bit, section by section, using the rails. You can see where I had all the power bits hooked up, and slide these guys all the way over here, up the hill, back down around, and into there. As soon as I did, I put a roof over their heads. So we wouldn't have that problem again, ever. All right, so here's my boat. We also did some exploring. Knocked out quite. I was building up my iron by treasure hunting. I kid you not. I was building my iron was all coming from treasure hunting. When I say I went mining, I was collecting deep slate and redstone and stuff for other things. I found so many buried treasures to collect my iron. And what diamonds I have also came from that. I've mined a few, but not very many. I mean, hello, iron pickaxe. You can see it on the bottom of the screen. Oh, it was crazy. I tell you. Oh, so much sailing. I mean, if I scroll the map out, you can see all of this ocean travel. That's what it was. And the dumb thing was, I did on stream, I went around here, and I think I mentioned this last time, that I finally managed to find some mangrove and a pale oak forest. I do have a desert temple I want to go back up with a brush. And I think on stream we're gonna treasure hunt because this is all lukewarm ocean. We're gonna do some archaeology on stream. So that's coming. We're gonna have some fun with that. All right. So see, this is not that far of a thing. I just really didn't want to try to run villagers. Plus, this village, I mean, it made perfect sense to make this the trading hall. And I have been pulling villagers from here. There's at least one more that can take a job. There's also a couple of idiots that, you know, they're dressed in green, which tells me they can't take a job. They're, you know, I don't know why. I don't know the reasoning. I don't understand why all the villagers can't take a job. Thank you, Mojang, for making it difficult. At least you can tell which is which now. There was a time you really couldn't tell. It was annoying. It really was. All right, so here's the other thing. I'm glad I brought more. Because there is this trench right here that so many times, I have hopped over it many times. But it's annoying. Sometimes I hop over it and, you know, after I have a mini heart attack. You're like, nah, you're kidding. No, I'm not kidding. It about gives me a heart attack every time. Because I don't want to die. You see, I had a villager trapped over here in a hole. And I've buried it. Oh, hi guys, you're stuck, aren't you? Is that... No, anyways, I trapped the villager. I had to run him over there. Because he wandered off. I'm like, dude, can't help you out of there. Oh, there's this one too. Hold on. I don't think I got enough dirt left to pull this off, but we're just gonna... Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We can make it if we try just a little bit. It's just been... Oh, there. That's a little better. I don't feel... Because the amount of times I come over here, and eventually I'll have wings. And somebody... Oh, guys. Oh. I saw a video. I saw the title. And somebody gave me such an amazing idea. Oh, we are so going to do this. So this is 21.6. We have happy gas. Yes, they're slow, but they can do the thing, right? They travel. So here's my thought. All right, keep this between us, guys. You ready? You ready? Okay. We're going to take a happy gas into the end. We're going to build up a protection so the dragon doesn't see us. We're going to hatch said happy gas, turn him in full size, throw a harness, and we're going to go get wings without touching the dragon. The only thing is, question, and maybe you can answer this. Please leave a comment if you know this. Do we have to kill the dragon to get home, or will the portal be there anyway? I've never found out, because usually when we go, it's to kill the dragon. All right, back to what we were doing. I don't know. It may be a for science moment. I don't know. I may do it on stream, to be fair. If I do it on stream, I'm trying to find a way to record while I stream. So maybe we can include a little bit of both. Okay, so this lovely gentleman, he buys iron. This is why my iron is lower than you would expect it to be. Thank you for your patronage, sir. Are you already reset? Dude, you are. Man, this is why you're my favorite. Sorry about your eye. This lovely guy. Yeah, see, I wrote armor. I've already maxed him out, and there we are. And as you saw, I already had a chest plate and boots. I need to buy a pair of pants and a helmet. I don't have enough to get both, but we could go ahead and get the pants. Thank you, sir. This guy, I've already mastered the farmer. He buys pumpkins and melons, so we are going to be building those farms. And wheat. But look, he's already selling me golden carrots. Hence the golden carrots in my taskbar, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this guy, I'm still leveling up. I'm doing another weaponsmith because if you'll notice, this guy only has an axe and a sword, and I'm really hoping this guy will have a shovel and a pickaxe. I am hoping. And I got another guy. I stuck him on here because I wanted bricks. Because bricks, man. I don't want to have to dig the whole clay thing, you know? But this is my guy that buys stone. And I don't mind doing a little smelting if it earns me some emeralds, some XP, and then I can turn around and do other things with them. Okay, what's left? The helmet, which takes 16. 2 more emeralds, really? Really? You couldn't cut me a break, dude? I know, they're just so rude. I don't have any more over here at the moment. I started collecting flint because there's a guy that buys flint. This, I don't remember what I want this guy, I just don't remember what it is he does. I'm really trying to limit my work guys. Now, over here, I've been doing books. These 4 guys, all right, there's a story. All right, let me tell you the story. So the guy behind me, he was the first villager I put in. I started rolling the books, and he dropped mending for 20 emeralds. And I said, yes, 20, that's not too bad. I will take it. So I locked him in. I went, yay, I got mending. And you're thinking to yourself, but Cal, over your shoulder, there's a mending sign. What's going on? Here's the thing. This guy was all set. He had it good, but I didn't have the emeralds or book to lock him in. I came back and he had changed. So, anyways, what happened is I started rolling this guy right here, and he got me mending for cheaper. So, this guy was doing mending for 20. This guy's now doing mending for 10. He's also got blast protection, but honestly, I'm good. This guy, on the other hand, has been locked in for Feather Falling 4. And yes, the trapdoors are actually keeping him. And Mojang must have changed something, because I swear it took a mod before that once you locked them in, you could take away their job block, but now they don't seem to care. This guy has been locked in for Respiration 3. Yes, 23 emeralds, but you know what? It's just me. I don't care. I may find a way to zombify and cure these guys later, but I am not to that stage yet. So that is where we're working now. Let's see. Has this guy re-rolled? No, I still can't buy anymore. I have bought 2 of these swords and merged them so that I have a knock. No, sorry. I did that with... Never mind. I didn't do that with the diamonds. I did that with this. I bought 2 enchanted iron swords off this. Not this guy, the other guy. In working on leveling it and merged them, so I have a knockback 2 iron sword. I really should go mining for coal, because this guy buys flint. 23. Well, you're like, but Cal, 23, he sells the flint. Yes, he does. He buys it, but I only have 16. I sleep yet? Nope. We gotta be... Yep, there's the sun going down. I swear, sometimes, especially when I'm running shaders, it will feel like it's getting dark. It's not. The clouds are passing overhead, and the game actually reflects that. It is crazy. I'm gonna take another quick nap. And I am not going to, by the way, guys, I'm not going to wait a whole other week for this video to come out. Today is just, here's where we're at. Here's what we're doing. We're going to work on this a little bit. And then I'm going to be recording a time lapse for the 2. I'm going to try to get the 2 time lapses done. And we'll take it from there. And, dude, you need to reset. Come on. I got more iron to sell you, dude. Help a guy out here. You're just not helping. You know, y'all talking. This guy, I finished leveling him up by buying shields, because, 1 emerald per shield, which is how I managed to get this, that was very nice. I know you want, he also buys potatoes, which I do have a bunch of potatoes. 6 pumpkins. Weren't there pumpkins in this chest? 4 pumpkins. And I know, see, here's the thing. There were pumpkins growing around here. None of them were growing. They were just there. But we can run around and harvest. Okay, let's harvest the watermelon. Come on. Let's go. Villagers, man, I don't normally do the villagers. I'm going to be honest, guys. I really don't. Normally, when I'm playing on a server, somebody else does the villagers, and we make deals. And sometimes it's, somebody is like, oh, yeah, it's a public villager trading hall. Come use it. Last season on Crystal Point, this was the thing. We had one member who built a public trading hall. He could have easily done a book selling store, but he did it first, and then he just made it free. He said, no, don't worry about it. Just come use the trader anytime you want. He could have sold books. I mean, I had a villager trading hall, but it wasn't a lot. Really, mostly it was trading for emeralds and getting carrots and stuff and bricks, because you know, gotta have the bricks. But it really wasn't a thing where I was trying to not have to go buy books. I was willing to buy the books. I just had a villager for doing other things. We had started doing villagers with books. However, when we found out that somebody was going to be selling them, we culled those villagers so that wasn't going to be a problem. Because we didn't want to step on his toes. Ah! That was a... Hi, Mr. B. Yeah, I've got a silk touch. It's a silk touch. I have a silk touch pickaxe that I'm going to have to bring over here. There's a beehive over there. I want to harvest. I want to collect that hive. I've already got one that's got 2 bees, but if I can collect a few more, that would be better, and that would definitely be a good way to go, I think. That makes sense to me. I don't know about you guys, but definitely makes sense to me. Let's see. We got some more watermelon. I try to break the ones that have vines on them so that they're coming back. Some of them I had to purposely clear so that, because there were vines but no melons, and I'm like, well, that's just dumb. But like these, I had to set it up so they could actually grow. How are we doing? Yeah, we make quite a few. The thing is, the guy buys the whole melons. He doesn't buy the slices. And I could have brought the Silk Touch pick over, but it is a gold Silk Touch pick. And for those of you that play, you know, gold doesn't last very long. Yeah. So even enchanted, it doesn't last very long. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited. I'm going to talk about this real quick while we do this. I just watched the update video for what's coming in the fall. We're getting copper golems, copper chests, copper armor, copper tools, copper weapons. Let's go. I'm calling it, I mean, everyone's like, yeah, it's the fall update. I'm just calling it the copper update because, yeah, I want this. Thank you. By the way, this mod is called Tree Harvester. If you're interested in using it in a solo world or you run a server. It is fantastic, and it does have a function. You can turn on replanting so that when you chop a tree down, it automatically replants. I turned it off because back at base, I had the lovely issue of it would do it, and then stuff would be in the way, and it got very frustrating. It's like, no, I really don't want to grow another tree right now. We have 9. We have 8. Really? All right. So we got 17. That's not too bad. So, Mr. Farmer Dude, let's do a little more trading with you real quick. Yep, he does. He buys back 4. So it's all but 1. Thank you, sir. Hi. Can we work together again? Yes, we can. Oh, you are a prince among villagers, sir. See, you compliment them and they reset for you. I'm just saying. All it takes. Can I get the helmet? Wait, no. What am I missing? I bought the chest and the boot. Yeah, helmet. That's what I need. Hey! Check it out. Let's go. Now these do come enchanted. Eventually, I'm going to unenchant and start over. But I don't have all the books yet. And this may not be the diamond gear that ends up being my let's try to keep it forever gear, but we'll see. Ooh, this guy's leveled up again. We've got dripstone. Look at that, dripstone blocks. That'd be nice. And he buys andesite. All right, but I want, just sell me more bricks, please. Oh yeah, you gotta sell me some more? You are a prince among masons. Nope, 2 left. We have some left over here before. No, I didn't put it in there. Hey, sometimes you gotta remember, right? Sometimes you just don't remember, and it's fine. Yeah, I know. I gotta level you up some more because I'm hoping you'll have a pickaxe and a shovel. I don't have any more emeralds. I can't work with you right now. Yeah, still out of emeralds. What was that? Anyways, all right, let's head back real quick, and then I think we'll call it for today's video because basically, as you saw, the title was updates and villagers. That was the title. I may have just made that up right now before I even got around to editing. I'm just saying. Definitely keep an eye out. Just as a thing, I am going to keep working on this solo world and having fun with this from time to time. And we're trying to mix it in. But Crystal Point, for those of you that watch that series, Crystal Point Season 3 is coming up. As of the day of this recording, we are just a week out from that. I'm going to post this on the day I recorded, so yeah. July 11th, 2025, for any future notices for anybody who watches this, who knows when. That is Crystal Point Season 3. There will be recording and streaming on day 1, which will be on the 11th. Yeah, we got stuff coming. Like I said, I'm not going to end this series just because Crystal Point's coming back. I will keep working on this series. I'm planning on keeping this world. Only thing I don't understand is how to update it, because I don't use the vanilla launcher, and I'm working on it. I want to be able to, update the world. And I gotta figure out how to do that. Alright, well, we're going back. We are back. But yeah, I wanted the bricks. One of the reasons I've been doing a lot of village trading is I want the bricks for the factory. It's not going to be pure brick. That would be a little boring. But I definitely wanted the bricks for part of it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm even a heart attack. I fixed it. I'm still having a heart attack. Got all that work. I got 2 iron left. We can throw those back in the farm. Storage wise. And you're like, but Al, they drop poppies too. What are you doing with the poppies? Well, okay, so some are catching there. Mostly I've got them just going into the top chest. And then I will throw them into there. I'm not really good with filters. I would love to set up a system where poppies go into and automatically get turned into bone meal. Oh, shut up. Just be quiet. Here. Put them to work. You're going to growl at me, you can put them to work. How about that? Usually don't take too long. We should be getting a iron golem pretty soon here. So let's see. See, I've already purchased one of each of those books because I wanted to lock them in. So I do have mending. Let's do one more thing. Mostly because I can. Let's put those away, those away, those away. Just gonna put all this stuff away real quick. Melon. Where did I put the bricks? I brought bricks over here. I just don't remember where I put them. Yeah, I've already built one crafter, so I'm ready to use it. Ah, there they are. Let's see, I thought I had just enough so I could do that again. There we go. We've got bricks. Here, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move these over to this chest, because this chest was meant to be my prep for the factory chest. And yeah, I've got this. I found it, and I'm like, that would be good for another run, and we will have a video with another run coming up. So yeah, there we go. Here's our 4 pieces that we've done so far. I've got this. I really want to burn through my iron ones first. You guys have not spawned. Is it because we were coming up on nighttime already? All right, here. Dude, take a powder so they can sleep. There we go. Take a short nap. Last nap of the video, right? Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna put those guys back to work making some iron, so we're good to go there. This, I like the way this came out. I put those in. I forgot to put them in over here. So let's do that. Remember, I put these up here. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, I changed it out. I really ended up not being a fan of the bamboo. I just did this so it all lines up. There we go. And then, yeah, you can hear the... What's funny is when I turn the shaders on, the windows become seamless. That's really cool. Okay, so, like I said, there was something I wanted to do just because I could, and that is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, this may also be a thing. All right. In honor of the fact that the next big drop is going to be copper armor, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to copper trim this thing. And we're going to go right over here to this beautiful table right here. Boom, boom, boom. And yep, coast armor trim, because honestly it's the only trim I got so far, but it's fine. And we're just going to trim these up. We're going to make them look all snazzy with copper. And boop, 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 boop. Just like that, we are diamond, baby. Diamond armor, let's go. Copper trim, gotta love it. Looks fantastic. And if this ends up being the good gear, that we keep with all the enchantments, and we end up making it netherite, well, then it'll look even better. Okay, one last quick thing, and then we're gonna call it for today's video. We are gonna make a I need a thing. I need a piece of stone. Go get an iron, bring any back. Oh, there's some right there. I was gonna say, if you're like, Cal, but why? All right, hold on. I'm not gonna waste a piece of coal on that. There we go. There's one piece of coal, 8. 31, 32, there we go. 8 stone. I want to make an armor stand real fast. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think is what I need. Maybe 6. We'll take 6 just to be safe. But yeah, we're gonna set up an armor stand because this gear, the iron gear, I just took off. My very first set of armor, which never broke. I never broke it. It's taken a beating. We're gonna set it up on display. For now, we're gonna stick it right here in this corner. And as you know, you have to have a smooth stone slab to do this. Oh look, any recipe? Yep, see, there's a recipe for the iron stand. Another that. And I think it's this? No. Oh, it's that. I can never remember. I mean, I always figure it out, but I can never remember. So yeah, we're just gonna be... boom. And we're just gonna put our starter gear that we managed to never break. It took a lot of beatings. It saved my life so many times. Rest well, cherished friend. Oh boy. And on that note, guys, we're gonna call the video right here. It was a good sight, right? The old armor and the new. Alright guys, I hope you all liked this video. Stay tuned. Within the next couple days, I'll be dropping the first time lapse. And I'm gonna try to record it tomorrow before Crystal Point launches. So definitely stay tuned. And we will. I need more the bricks. That may take a while. If it's not the factory, it will be the landscaping. We may just do that next time. All right, guys, stay safe. Y'all be out there. Have a good day. Enjoy. Hope you liked the video. If you like it, you know what to do. If you want to catch it and you haven't already done it, well, you also know what to do. Like and subscribe. I dare you. All right, guys, stay safe and be good.